Alright, welcome back guys to this training. In our previous video we were able to discuss on how to set up all of these social media icons, right? So in today's class we are going to be going into how to design our call to action session. This is a particular session that says need a professional developer, hire me, so that by the time someone clicks on this button, this pop-up will come up for he or she to input their details. Alright, so that is what we'll be doing in this particular video. So to do that, let me go to this add new container, click on it. So all I will be needing is just a session, a button and a heading. Alright, so let me just click on it. Alright, so as you can see from this our sample here, we have a background and image on this particular session. Alright, so let's input our background image. Okay, so let's input our background image. To do that, go to style, then go to background type, select the classic, then choose image. Alright, choose image. So let me look for an image that I can use to set up this particular session. Alright, so let me just go for this particular image. Alright, so let me go for this image. Alright, then select. Alright, so we now have our image. So let me go back to the layout. So let me increase the height, let me set it to minimum height. Alright, so let me adjust the height a little bit. Alright, so let me leave it at 400 pixel. Okay, let me leave it at 400 pixel. Alright, let me leave it at 400 pixel. So if you also take a very good look at it, you can see that we have a background image, background color, that is the background overlay. Alright, so let me add a background overlay to this image. Okay, so to do that, go to your style once more, go to style, then go to this background overlay, click on it. Alright, then select classic, that is the background type, select the classic, then choose color. I want to make it black. Alright, so let me go for black, select black. Okay, alright, so what I want to do, I want to increase the opacity so that it will be more darker. Alright, then select the opacity. Okay, let me leave it this way. Alright, so this is it. So the next thing that I want to do right away, I want to add this header that says need a professional developer, hire me. Alright, so let me just copy this text. Okay, then let's go back, then go back to the Elementor, then let me drag this heading. Alright, just leave it here, then centralize it. Let me bring it to the center. Okay, then remove this particular text. Alright, so let me paste this particular one. Okay, need a professional developer, hire me. Alright, so let me go to style, then go to text color. I want to make it white. Okay, alright, so let me make it white. Alright, that is it. Okay, then go to typography, then increase the size. Okay, I think 46 is okay for me, or let me make it 40. Okay, or 43. Alright, so I just want something that looks exactly like this. Okay, so let me increase it a little bit. Alright, let me leave it at 46. Okay, so that is it. So the next thing I want to add is a button. Alright, so let me add, alright, excuse me. Alright, so the next thing I want to add is a button. Okay, so let me go back to my Elementor, then search for button. Alright, so here's the button. Let me drag and drop it here. Alright, so let me centralize it. Alright, so this is my button. Okay, this is my button. All right, so on this particular button, I have it as red. It has a red background. Okay, so let me design it. Let me design the button first. Okay, let me design this particular button. Okay, so what I will do, I'm still on the button. Let me go to the style. Or let me change the text first. Okay, the text says hire me. Okay, let me remove this and click here, then write hire me. All right, that is the text. Then let me go to the go to style. Okay, go to style, then go to the typography, increase the size. Okay, let me leave it this way. All right, okay. What more? Then let me change the background. Let me change the background color to red. Okay, let me make use of red since it's a call to action. Okay, let me make it red. All right, let me make it red. Where is my red? Okay, let me go to my ColorZilla. Okay, let me pick a color. Let me go to my color picker. Okay, let me choose this particular. Let me choose red. Okay, let me just copy this code. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me paste this particular code here. Okay, so I now have my red color here. All right, so that is it. So the next thing I want to do, let me change the hover effect. Okay, all right, so this is the hover. Then let me go to the color. I want to make it transparent. Okay, I want to make the color to be transparent. That is the hover. By the time someone clicks on it, I want the hover effect to be transparent so that it will have the same color as this background that I have here. Okay, so to do that, go to the background, go to colors, and I will make it transparent. All right, so this is it. All right, so we are done with that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, let me adjust this particular heading and this our hire me button. Let me centralize it. Okay, let me centralize it. So to do that, let me start with this hire me. Let me go to the advanced. Okay, go to advanced, then go to margin. Let me go to margin, then margin top. Let me reduce it. Okay, let me reduce it. All right, so that is it. So let me go for this need a professional developer. Let me bring it down a little bit. All right, then go to advanced, then go to margin. All right, so let me unlink the values together. Let me just unlink the values together. Okay, so go to the margin, let me reduce it. Okay, so that is it. So the next thing that we will be doing, we want to introduce our pop-up. Okay, we want to introduce our pop-up so that by the time someone clicks on this particular button, on this particular button, so that this pop-up will come up. All right, so that is what we'll be doing right away. All right, stay tuned, guys. To do that, since we don't have any functionality for pop-up, so all we have to do, let's go back to our dashboard, then go to your plugins, click on your plugins. All right, so all we have to do is to click on add new plugin. All right, so let's search for pop-up maker. All right, it's a plugin. Click search for pop-up maker. Okay, so all right, so this is the pop-up maker that we'll be using to have that functionality. All you have to do, let's click on this install now. Click on install now. All right, just allow it to install. All right, then the next thing to do is to click on activate. Click on activate. All right, so now it has been activated. Okay, now it has been activated. So all right, so we have it here. Then go to all pop-ups. All right, so we now have it activated. Go to all pop-ups. All right, so this is the pop-up that we have right here. Okay, so just click on this and skip. Okay, so we now have our pop-up activated. Okay, so the next thing to do, make sure that you have this auto opening disabled. All right, so the next thing to do, click on create new pop-up. All right, click on create new pop-up. All right, so the next thing to do, let's give this pop-up a name. All right, so that by the time this pop-ups arise, so that we know exactly where this pop-up is coming up. All right, then add a name. Let's just say hire. Let's say hire me. All right, then the pop-up title. Okay, you can also say hire me. All right, just the same way this one is, like this particular one. We have this is the title, hire me. All right, so exactly the same thing we are doing here. All right, then also write hire me for the pop-up title. All right, so just give it a name that you prefer. Okay, hire me. All right, so in this okay, so that is it. All right, so in this open space, that is this paragraph. So all you have to do, let's say for example, like this one that I have here, it says please submit the form for hiring me. All right, stops like that. So just write, let me just write, please submit the form for hiring me. Okay, so that is it. Then click on publish. All right, click on publish. Okay, so our pop-up has been published. Okay, our pop-up has been published. All right, so the next thing that we want to do, we want to instruct our Elementor, so that by the time what will happen by the time someone clicks on this particular button, all right, what will happen, so by the time someone will click on it, so there will be a trigger that will bring up this particular form. All right, so that is what we want to do next. So to do that, let's go back to our pop-up, then go to this trigger. All right, click on add new trigger. Okay, click on add new trigger. All right, so that is it. Click on add new trigger. All right, so the next thing to do, this place that says prevent pop-up from showing to visitors again using cookies. So what we do, we will uncheck it. What that means is that we don't want our visitors to be limited in the number of times they click on the pop-up. All right, so by the time they come up and click on it, it will open. By the time they remove it, it will close. By the time they click on it again, it will open. So that is what it means. All right, so let's go back. So then click on add. All right, click on add. Okay, all right, so we now have the, then go to this place that says class here, then click on this arrow button, this insert preset. All right, click on it. You will see this link that says exact match. This link that says exact match. Okay, click on it. All right, so what we will do in this place are this quotation marks that says exact underscore URL. So what you will do, you will remove everything that is here. Okay, just copy everything that is here, that is inside this particular quotation, in between this double quote. All right, remove everything that is there, then delete. Okay, all right. Okay, now that we are done removing this particular ID that is inside this href, so let's add our own ID. Okay, so all you have to do, go back to your Elementor, all right, then go to this place that says hire me. All right, click on it, then go to this URL, this link, then put a hash, then write anything that you write here. Make sure that is what you also impute on that ID. So let me just say hire, let me say hire me. Okay, then hire me. So then copy this, copy it. Okay, copy it, Ctrl C, then click on update, okay, then go back, this other pop-up that I have here, this hire me, also repeat the same thing for it. Okay, repeat the same thing for it, then also impute this same text, hire me. Okay, all right, then click on update, all right, click on update. All right, then go back to the pop-up, then in between this quotation mark, this double quote here, also add that particular ID. All right, then let's put it here, Ctrl V. All right, then all you have to do, click on add. Okay, all right, it's been added. Then click on update. All right, click on update, let's update it, then update. All right, so now we have our pop-up has been added. So let me go back to my elect. All right, so just go back to your site, click on visit a site. Okay, visit a site. So this is the site that you are working on. All right, so by the time we click on this button that says hire me, all right, just click on it. All right, so we now have our pop-up that says hire me. So this is the description that I placed earlier. Please submit the form for hiring me. All right, so that is it. All right, that is it. So let's go back. Okay, all right, so that is it. Let me test for the other one. You know, we have a two pop-up right there. All right, so let me test for this other one also. All right, so it's the same thing. So by the time you click on it, this pop-up will come up. All right, so that is just how to set up your pop-up for your website. So in the next video, I'll be teaching you guys on how to create this particular form, form that is associated with this pop-up, so that this form, your name, your email, your business, your select service and all. All right, so that is all we'll be doing in the next video. All right, stay tuned guys till next class. Bye bye.